What is going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time your time zone is in, right? Whatever part of the world you are listening and tuning in from. I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank so much. Thank you so much, for the subscribers since day one, the day ones, the day twos, the day threes, right? Et cetera, right? The recent subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Man, y'all showing mad love, man. It's awesome, and it's all for the sport of boxing. It's all for the love of the sport of boxing. And that's what I want to talk about today, as we usually do. You know what I'm saying? A flash live out of nowhere. Y'all know what it is, man. Coming like a flash. Pah! So I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everybody, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, you and your loved ones, your households. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to, family community the other day. LeVar Cooper, as a matter of fact, through Instagram, he constantly comes on live sometimes and, shows me mad support, massive love, man. And talking about where he's from in the East Coast of the States, man, of the United States, that, there's not much toilet paper anymore in the supermarkets and stuff like that. So, man, why do I say this? Because I hope you guys are doing good, man. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, man, your households. I hope you guys all have everything you guys need, in these crazy times. Unemployment is going high, things of that nature. So, and this is a global thing, people are looking for other jobs and other avenues, what I'm saying? So looking for 2 jobs now, they have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whatever, just to make ends meet. So I hope you guys are doing good, man. Blessings upon you guys, for the whole family and community. My prayers up for everyone here. You know what I'm saying? We got 503 Lion. What's going on, man? I'm just going flash live, man. Just going live out of nowhere, So what I constantly do, 503, is I just go live out of nowhere. I don't announce it or anything. That's why I call them flash lives. So yeah, man, just going live. I want to talk a little bit about some boxing, man, some current developments. I don't know if you guys heard about it. Just got some stuff, got some info, fresh in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get some talk about it a little bit right now concerning the heavyweight division, concerning something I mentioned the other day. Interesting stuff. I mentioned something the other day about Jojo Diaz. Just got some news. Oh yeah, Jojo Diaz, time to get back in the ring, bro. Just when I was saying the other day, what the heck is going on with him? I remember, if you guys remember, I was talking about it. I think it was in my post-fight reaction, with Nakatani's fight and Shakur Stevenson fight. I was talking about what the heck is going on with Jojo Diaz being promoted horribly. We haven't heard about him in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Finally, he's going to fight. So just got some news. So good stuff, man. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk a little bit about the heavyweight division. Also, just some news I just saw this morning. And obviously, we're going to talk about the guys we see here in the thumbnail right there, in the picture, in the photo, as you guys can see there, Caleb Smith versus Canelo. Just talk a little bit about that. I just want to give my final thoughts on that fight towards the end of this live session, And as you guys know, I always do this organically. You already know how I do the lives. And once again, I appreciate the new subscribers, man. Those who have been recently subscribing, the day ones, everybody, man. Y'all show them some mad support, mad love, when I go live. And I just have fun with you guys, man. It's so much fun. And the reason why I say, organic is those who know, those who have been tuning into my live sessions, constantly that, I do organic things. You know what I'm saying? I obviously, have plans. I have my bullet points or whatever, whatever you want to call it, to talk about in my live sessions, but it depends on you guys too. You know what I'm saying? When you guys talk about things, we just go, I just jump off of what you guys say also. And it's a community. It's a discussion with the community. So that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So Chen Smoke is in the building. What's going on, man? What is going on? Thank you so much for jumping in. Chen Smoke. Definitely, man. Oh, yeah, cool, 503. Awesome. Thank you so much, 503. Y'all go subscribe to 503, man. He has great boxing talk, man, on his channel. He's almost to 1,000 subscribers, man. He's probably already there, since yesterday when he was on Smoke City. So hopefully he's there already. If anybody's not tuned in, or anybody not subscribed to 503, go subscribe to him, man. Great boxing talk. Very level-headed. I like his perspective in the sport of boxing. Definitely, man. Like hearing him. Been hearing him for a while, man. I've been listening to him for a while on other platforms and things of that nature. So, so definitely go show love to 503, man. I'm tuned in. Keep going up. I shared thank you so much, man. Hey, I appreciate you, 503. Thanks so much for your support, man. Definitely. Yeah, he's defending the belt. We're going to get to that in a moment. Definitely, fam. He's defending the belt. So that's good stuff. I mean, it's good to hear. I want to see Jojo Diaz, fight again. I want to see how he is. He definitely has to be active. That's the problem with Jojo Diaz, you know what I'm saying? And not him. It's his promoter. So that's the thing. Chen Smoke, thanks so much once again for, jumping in the building. I don't either. Man, y'all read my mind, man. We're all in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the boxing community is in the same boat. As a matter of fact, Speaking of that, let's jump into it. Why not? Let's jump into it. So, we got some information that there's going to be a doubleheader, championship, whatever, right? On the zone, obviously, because we know that Jojo Diaz is what is under Golden Boy, and Golden Boy is affiliated with the zone or whatever, right? And it's planned for the February 13th. February. Okay, guys. So the thing here is that. Drink some water. The thing here, I already drank my coffee earlier. So the thing here is that I've been saying it. You already know. And I like to reiterate just to get, I'm on the record on it. I got receipts, blah, 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 whatever they want to call it. Got the proof on my channel. I've been saying it ever since that boxing has been back, ever since the quarantine, whatever, right? When boxing returned, I've been saying it. And I said, I'm optimistic. And I repeat and I reiterate. Remember, you already know, those who have been with me, who have been tuning in constantly. You already know I've been saying it time and time again that I'm optimistic on the sport of boxing after the quarantine, when boxing returned. And we weren't seeing really any good fights. And a lot of people were complaining about it. And I understand, I definitely understand. I'm not saying anything about that, concerning, on the contrary. But I was optimistic. I was saying, what, maybe we're not seeing the best fights. And I remember I called when the quarantine, when boxing was back, I called the Takam fight, Carlos Takam versus some guy I never heard of in my life, all due respect. But I called it and I was like, man, this is like, I was like, man, Takam got to do more, man. This is kind of a, with all due respect, I didn't say it like that, but it was kind of a boring fight to call. It was kind of a boring fight to call, man. I mean, it's like, I understand we're off of quarantine and stuff like that, but fighters got to keep training. Fighters got to stay ready. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So the reason why I say all this is because I've been saying it, I'm optimistic about the sport of boxing. I'm optimistic that we're going to see great fights sooner or later. I think we're going to, I think that, boxing is kind of turning, it's kind of shifting. We're going to see better fights. And that's exactly what's happening. Out of nowhere, we just started hearing fights left and right, fight announcements left and right, and just amazing stuff. So, and it is what it is. Now, 2021, we got an announcement that Jojo Diaz is going to be back in the ring. Great stuff. Joseph Diaz Jr. going back to the ring. Good stuff, man. It's great. It's great to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? February 13th, that's at least the plan. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's really hard to predict things. It's hard to say that things are official nowadays until they're, face-to-face and the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? Because now, how many fights have been canceled? How many fights have been canceled? How many fights have been postponed? A recent one I can just think of right now, just a recent one I can think of is, Campbell versus Ryan Garcia. According to sources or whatever they want to call it, reports, Campbell got coronavirus, according to that. And I don't know, whatever the heck. And it got postponed until early next year in January, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even remember the official date, but the point is that was a fight that got postponed because of this virus stuff. You got Miguel Burchelt versus Oscar Valdez. That was postponed because of this whole coronavirus stuff, whatever. Somebody got, whatever you want to call it. Someone got the disease or whatever it is, right? And that was postponed. So, I mean, it's hard to say that a fight's going to go down until there's a weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? And we could just forget about the coronavirus. What happened to Parker versus Chisora months and months ago, man? Parker versus Chisora, they were going to fight. And what happened? Out of nowhere, Parker got a spider bite. According to Parker, he got a spider bite. And the fight was called off. So, I mean, it's really hard to say nowadays who's going to really fight, if it's official or not. But according to reports, right, Joseph Diaz is going to fight on February 13th. Lord willing, it's going to happen. It's going to be great stuff. Why is it going to be great? I mean, the thing here is that he's going to fight against Rakimov. And it's funny because it's interesting, very interesting, man. Like I said, I talked about this the other day, just on my last live. Couple days ago, I usually tend to do flash lives once a week, but it seems like I'm doing it twice a week now because it seems like I'm starting to get my rhythm. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my rhythm these past couple months, and the way I do it, it seems like I'm doing it more of a, habitual fashion where, just to let you guys know for the record, I call them flash lives because I do them out of nowhere. But what I tend to do, and it seems like I'm starting to get the habit of doing with my live sessions, is that around this time in the morning, I go live, and I usually do it one on Thursday or Friday, talking about Saturday fights and giving my final thoughts, which I'm doing right now. And I'm going to do it towards the end with regarding Canelo versus Smith. And then I go live again around Monday or Tuesday and talk about my post-fight reactions and the aftermath. So I'm working on something now. It seems like I'm getting that habit of doing that. Okay. So, just you guys let you guys know, ladies and gentlemen, though, new subscribers, people, everybody, it seems like I'm starting to get that habit, So even though I call them flash lives, you can expect, at least I can say that, you can expect to a certain extent, okay, me going live around Thursdays and Fridays, okay, to talk about Saturday fights, if there are any fights that really interest me. That's just me, right? But I've been doing it constantly. So, and then Monday or Tuesday morning around this time, where I talk about my post-fight reactions and aftermath of certain fighters that fought on Saturday. So, so that's kind of how I'm doing it. Okay, so what I'm saying here is that it's interesting because the other day I talked about it. My last live, I think it was on Tuesday or something like that, when I talked about, I repeat one more time, when I talked about Nakatani and Shakur Stevenson and other fighters or whatever, right? So I talked about Joseph Diaz. I talked about Jojo Diaz, and I was saying, what the heck is going on with him, man? It sucks that, he's under Golden Boy. I think personally he can do better, as a free agent, what I'm saying, out of Golden Boy, out of being under the wings of Oscar De La Hoya. Same thing with, what I'm saying. I don't know how long Ryan Garcia is going to be there, but we already know, we can kind of see the writing on the wall to a certain extent. Okay. Looks like he might be leaving soon. You know what I'm saying? Canelo left. So, I mean, y'all know the story there. So, but my point in saying this is that I was saying the other day that Joseph Diaz, I was wondering what the heck is going on Jojo Diaz. Haven't heard anything about him. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple tweets by him, but I mean, you don't really hear anything from Golden Boy, from his promotional company, anything about any events, any fights, anything about him. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about the other day about that. And interestingly enough, this morning, you know what I'm saying, I just found out right now, on Twitter here that, he's going to be fighting February 13th. So that's great stuff. Now, maybe, I think it's nice to see this because maybe he's not going to fight the best, you know what I'm saying? But I want to see him active. Who was the last guy he fought? Farmer? In that YouTube event thing, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, it was known as a championship bout because if I'm not mistaken, Demetrius Andrade was the main event. I think he was the main event, or YouTube was the main event. I don't know, man. Whatever. But Demetrius Andrade, I remember clearly that. And I think it was on a Thursday night. I mean, come on, man. I don't know. These guys, man. Wow. I don't know how they're getting promoted, but it's just weird. Whatever. I think it was on a Thursday night they fought. So Demetrius Andrade, I think he was defending his championship belt against Keeler or something. I don't know. One of those opponents who no one really knows about, but whatever. And Jojo Diaz was in that undercard, if I'm not mistaken, also. And so that was his last fight. That's kind of what I'm saying here. That was his last fight. Who won? When was that fight? I don't even know. It was like more than a year ago. So yeah, man. So Jojo Diaz has to be more active, man. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at here. Jojo, it's kind of sad to see, Jojo Diaz, he's a champ, you know what I'm saying? And, he's an IBF champ last I checked, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to fight and he has to be more active, man, Jojo Diaz. And that's why that's why I'm happy. I'm glad to see him come back to the ring, you know what I'm saying? And he has to, I hope 2021 we see Jojo Diaz more in the ring because no one's really talking about this guy. No one's really talking about Tevin Farmer either. Isn't that sad, man? Isn't that sad how these guys are being promoted? If I'm not mistaken, Tevin Farmer is under Eddie Hearn also. So, it's kind of sad to see these guys, how they're being promoted, but whatever, right? It is what it is. That's why I'm happy. And that's why I'm glad that Jojo Diaz is getting back in the ring. So that's some nice stuff. It's enlightening to hear. I mean, I guess I can put it that way, right? February 13th, we're going to see, Lord willing, 2021. We're going to see Jojo Diaz Jr. fighting. Okay. And who is he going to fight against? It's just like what 503 Lion said, man. Family right there. Like I said, I repeat, go ahead and subscribe to 503 Lion. Let me turn this music down. I got some in my headphones just so it won't be overheard in the, audio and I won't get a strike, how that is, man. So let me just turn it down a little bit, man. Just enjoying some music in the background. Definitely. Y'all know what kind of music I listen to. Just go to my IG, go to my Instagram, and go ahead and follow me there, man. You'll see what's up with my music. Oh yeah, I love it. So yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. We're gonna see Jojo Diaz now. What 503 Lion was saying a moment ago, and I'm in the same boat with him because he's gonna fight some. And it's funny because I mentioned this guy the other day. Isn't it funny? Isn't it interesting? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Y'all know that song. But anyways, yeah. So he's going to be fighting. Joseph Diaz is going to be fighting, Lord willing, right on February. What date did I say? 13th. He's going to be fighting and defending his title, IBF title, at 130 against Shavkat Rakhimov. I never heard of this dude, but he's ranked #1. And like I said, and when I was going off the other day, when I was live the other day, I was going off of my little rant. Okay. I do rants. Yeah, y'all know I do some rants, but they're legitimate rants. You know what I'm saying? And when I was going off of my rant, I was talking about, how the rankings are just kind of weird. They're kind of whack, man. And And I mentioned this guy, Shav. Okay, I'm sorry, man. Pronunciation is horrible, man. But I'm not good with pronunciation with these names. But Rakhimov, excuse me, Rakhimov. So Shavkat. Well, this guy shortened it. Shavkat Rakhimov. So Jojo Diaz is going to be fighting Shavkat Rakhimov. And like what 503 said, never heard of this dude. But at least he's fighting, man. At least he's fighting, man. You know what I'm saying? 503, we're in the same boat, fam. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. Chance Smoke, man. Phil J508. What's going on, fam? Let me just go ahead and get the comments real quick before we continue. So appreciate you. I'm excited about the. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just give me a moment, you guys. Hold on. Okay, cool. So yeah. You're right on, bro. You're right on about that. Texera. Yeah, I want to see that. I definitely want to see that. So that's going to be some interesting stuff. You know what I'm saying? So apparently it's going to be on February 13th. I say apparently because, like I said, man, we don't know if it's really going to go. You know, who knows if one's going to get canceled? Who knows if that stupid virus, man's going to come around the world, you know, come around the curb and just mess things up. So let's hope, man. And you know what? I wanted to mention this. Like I said a moment ago, I'm optimistic. You know what I'm saying? I think that 2021 is going to keep bringing out, you know, Lord willing, some great fights. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to see some nice matchups. I think we're going to see some more activity with certain fighters. You know, Jojo Diaz hopefully being one of them. So, yeah, man, good stuff, man. So we're going to see Patrick Teixeira, you know, 154 pound, if I'm not mistaken, you know, against Castano. So good stuff right there, man. So I really want to see that. Yeah. Phil J, man. I just saw 503. Y'all saluting each other. Thanks so much, man. Briscoes. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, just a little mishap with the internet. I'm back, man. Don't worry about it. Okay, so you guys, just to let you guys know, yeah, the volume died, Briscoe. I'm right back, man. Can you guys hear me? Check 1 2, check 1 2. Just go ahead and type right there. Yeah, sometimes my internet just like cuts off real quick, and then I come right on back. I come back within like 30 seconds. So sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, so just let me know if you guys hear me. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we got be more stand up. Thanks so much, Will. Thank you so much for jumping in. Y'all are jumping in right now. Thank you guys so much, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Who the blip is that guy? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea who Shavkat Rakhimov is. But Jojo Diaz is going to fight him. At least we're going to see Jojo Diaz fight again. Now, one of the things about Jojo Diaz I want to see him improve on is his footwork, man. I hope he does improve on it. Interestingly, he fought. You know, I got to give credit to Jojo Diaz. A lot of people aren't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? They did afterwards, but I'd like to highlight that, you know what I'm saying? Because Jojo Diaz's last fight was against Farmer. You know, Farmer, he has skills. I'm not taking anything away from Farmer, you know what I'm saying? But what I would like to see Jojo Diaz improve on is, you know, his footwork. I want to see him improve on his footwork. And I definitely give my hats off to Jojo Diaz and win because y'all saw how he got that big gash over his eye, man. Ouch. And he fought till the end. Good stuff. Now, concerning what 503 is saying, like Rakhimov, yeah, bro, I have no idea who this guy is, man. I just don't know. And I don't know. I don't know. He's 15-0. I mean, at least I can say that, right? He's 15-0. And yeah, no. Yeah, no. Right. So I have no idea who it is. At least we're going to see Jojo Diaz fight. And just like what you're saying, fam, you know what I'm saying? Right. At least we're going to see also, you know, Teixeira, Patrick, you know, fight Castano. So that's going to be some good stuff, man. So Lord willing, we're going to have a great card there. Jojo Diaz is 31-1. So, I mean, you know, I think it's going to be a kind of a lopsided fight, but we'll see because you never know with these underdogs, right? So, yeah, 503. Good point there. And interestingly enough, bro, 503, I mentioned that the other live. I mentioned that, you know, we don't see fighters nowadays really rematching each other. There are some rematches, obviously, but, you know, we don't see fighters, you know, rematch each other when they're challenges. I definitely give my hats off to Charlo, man, rematching Harrison, because he's one of those guys. He's one of those few fighters that really have heart, really want to fight the best out there. You know what I'm saying? And if there's a controversial win or loss, he's going to go right back and fight you. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I definitely appreciate about certain fighters out there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of fighters, they don't want the rematches. You know what I'm saying? And so I agree with 503. I mean, that would have been nice to see a rematch. and it would have been a possible, nice rivalry, because we already know how it's been. Before Tevin Farmer and Jojo Diaz fought, they were doing some, intense face-offs out in public. You know what I'm saying? Talking, just going back. I'm kind of like what Tevin Farmer and Tank Davis did. You know what I'm saying? They would do that in public, and they would just want to fight, man. So, I mean, I think that would have served great for both of their careers, for their publicity, for promoting themselves. Because as it is, like I said a moment ago, Jojo Diaz is not really being promoted well at all on Golden Boy. Why? Because Oscar's focusing more on these guys, Virgil Ortiz and Ryan Garcia. He's focusing more on those guys, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, we know the story. Canelo, he left the boat. So he was focusing more on Canelo, Virgil Ortiz, and Ryan Garcia. So, and not really on Jojo Diaz and all the other fighters and a lot of other fighters that, Oscar De La Hoya has. They're not being promoted well at all. And I think that what 503 is saying, it's definitely right. Had they rematched again, it would have been an amazing promotional, strategy for them both as fighters, promoting themselves, Jojo Diaz and Tevin, because it would have built up to a bigger rivalry. Just imagine, had Tevin and Jojo Diaz rematched, it would have been more intense. Tevin Farmer probably would have won. Who knows, right? Had he won, let's do a trilogy. I mean, it would have been just awesome. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, right? But it would have been nice to see the rematch. Definitely, man. 503, yes, sir. Sure. Yeah. You guys are definitely right on the money right there, man. Definitely. I agree with you guys. So, yeah, the volume died. Yeah, I'm back. Thanks you guys so much, man. Thanks so much. So we got Toby. Toby, what's going on, bro? We're just talking about, some boxing news. You know what I'm saying? Jojo Diaz is about to fight. So good stuff. February 13th, according to plan. Tech Sierra also. So good stuff, man. We're getting some good stuff. And like I said, I repeat, I think we're going to see some great stuff in 2021. Just watch, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to see some good stuff in the sport of boxing. Boxing is going to still be active, unless another crazy thing happens. I don't know. But let's hope for the best, right? Always being optimistic, always being upbeat. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the chat. I definitely want to get to the chat. I always try to, always, you know what I'm saying? Go to the chat here. Tobe Bartlett was good. Everybody saluting. So yeah, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Chen Smoke. So let's get here. Brusco says here, we've such limited venues and they are still making fights that suck. Not getting my money. I feel you, bro. Yeah. But but we're seeing good fights at the same time, right? I mean, just like I said the other day, Bruce, you know what I'm saying? Drink my water. Just like what I said the other day, you know what I'm saying? We're not seeing all the fights that we want to see, but thankfully we're seeing some at least. I'm saying some nice matchups. You know what I'm saying? Some nice matchups. So, but I feel you, bro. I feel what you're saying, bro. Definitely, man. L-Dub says here. L-Dub's in the building. Saying so. Oh, let me get back here. L-Dub, thanks so much for jumping in, family. Thank you so much, man. What is good? JoJo's IBF Mentor is live, dog. Oh, okay, cool. L-Dub, you see, that's what I love about it. L-Dub enlightening us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely 503. Thanks, Lawrence Williams. You're definitely, man, always good to have, people who know, more in different aspects, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows everything, you know what I'm saying? And we got people who enlighten us more, and it's all about that, you know what I'm saying? So let me just read up real quick again. So JoJo's IBF mandatory is a live dog. He can fight. But can you enlighten us a little bit more, L-Dub? Like his skills, like what does he bring to the ring? You know what I'm saying? What's his name again? I'm so sorry, man. I'll do respect this guy. Shakov or Kavalov. I don't know, dude. I'm horrible with names. I'm bad with names, man. So Rakimov. There you go. So L-Dub, can you just enlighten us a little bit? Just go ahead and text there. You know what I'm saying? What's his name, dude? Oh my gosh. Rakimov. What does Rakimov bring to the ring? And what kind of problems can he present against Jojo Diaz? You know what I'm saying? Because again, like I said, I want to see improvement. I'm very curious, you know what I'm saying? And what Jojo Diaz, has he improved? Has he improved against Tevin Farmer? Now, we know that Jojo Diaz has dog. He can hit. You know what I'm saying? He's great. When it comes to phone booth fighting, when it comes to toe-to-toe, shoulder-to-shoulder, he's good at that. But I would like to see him improve in his footwork. I would like to see him use the ring a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Bring in more tools in his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? But so what kind of problems can he present, bro? His opponent, Rakimov, Elda. Maybe you can tell us there. So thank you so much for telling us, man. Thank you so much. So let me get to the chat real quick. Salute to knowledge. Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely 503. You're right on that, man. So I love it. I love it when you guys throw some stuff in there. Do you know if Tevin Farmer fixed that tick he had in the JoJo fight? I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a good question. I honestly don't know, fam. Good question right there, man. We got Andre in the building. What's going on, Andre? Is that you sitting down on the table or something? Awesome right there. Look at him. Heck yeah, bro. Golden Boys on fire. Hope they make Ortiz Jr. versus Speedy Ellis in March. We'll see, man. We'll see. That would be cool. That would be awesome, man. So yeah, man. yeah, hopefully Golden Boy keeps bringing out them fights. That's what we want to see, man. That's exactly what we want to see. So we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. Andre, thanks so much again for jumping in the building, man. What you think about Jojo Diaz's opponent? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. Yeah, so let us know a little bit more, L-Dub, like what, like, what L-Dub said a moment ago, that as far as like he can fight, what exactly, what is he bringing in the ring? You know what I'm saying? What does he bring? And how can he present problems against Jojo Diaz? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But when you look at the resume, just looking at the resume, you know what I'm saying, of both fighters, this Rakimov guy, he has 15 fights only. I really don't know. I have no idea. And I didn't research it, honestly, you know, because I want to just give some general news. But I don't, you know, he's 15-0. Joseph Diaz is 31. So I mean, Joseph Diaz is more seasoned. He fought against Gary Russell, if I'm not mistaken, right? If I'm not mistaken, lost against his only losses against Gary Russell. So we're talking about Jojo Diaz has fought, like, you know, a better competition. I mean, we got to be realistic in that aspect. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Jojo Diaz is more experienced. That you know, experience plays a lot. I mean, you got to go back to Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman, right? I mean, you can see experience. You can even go to, you know, Mayweather and Canelo. I mean, experience, man. I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Jojo Diaz has that experience. So, you know, experience is important. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to play a big role, and that's going to be a big advantage for Jojo Diaz, man, against this guy. What's his name, dude? I'm so sorry. Rakimov. I'm bad with names. Okay, well, here we go. Good stuff. Oh, D Hodges in the building. Thanks so much D Hodges. Thanks so much for jumping in, fam. We got L-Dub enlightening us a little bit more on what, you know, Jojo Diaz's opponent for February 13th. At least it's scheduled. So we'll see what happens, right? So Shav Rakimov, good stuff right here. Okay, is a southpaw pressure fighter. I think Farmer's a southpaw also, right? He beat a southpaw. So Jojo Diaz beat a southpaw in Farmer. If I'm not mistaken, Farmer is a southpaw also, if I remember correctly. So he's a pressure fighter. All right. Now that's going to be nice. I think that this is going to be an action-packed fight because Jojo Diaz, man, he doesn't back off. So, I mean, it's going to be good stuff. Heavy-handed and durable. Okay. He is kind of slow, but his consistent. But is consistent. Okay, Jojo's hand speed and movement will get him the victory, but it won't be easy. Oh, cool. Looks like we're gonna have a action-packed fight. It's gonna be explosive right there. Sounds like it's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, mediocre. It looks like it's gonna be a nice competition. Good stuff, L-Dub. Okay, cool. I think it's gonna serve for a fun fight. It's going to serve for a double F, fun fight. Heck yeah, man. So I have a feeling this Canelo Smith fight is going to be a lot tougher than people think. You know, we're going to get to that later on. We're going to get to that towards the end of this live, definitely, fam, because that's why the photo's there. We're going to definitely talk about, I'm going to get my final thoughts. I'm going to get back to what Andre's saying, definitely, man. Thanks so much for telling us that, bro. So we're going to definitely get back to what Andre's saying, man, definitely. So that's the news as far as with Jojo Diaz family, okay? He's going to be fighting on February 13th, according to schedule, if coronavirus doesn't stick its dirty, ugly nose in the fight, between the fight and these fighters or whatever, and cancel it or postpone it, right? So according to schedule, Joseph Diaz, I repeat one more time, is going to fight Shavkat Rakimov for the 130-pound title. Diaz is going to be defending the IBF. Patrick Teixeira, good stuff right there. He's going to be fighting at 154, as y'all know. And he's going to fight against Castano. So this is going to be good stuff, man. February 13th, good stuff. Good news we're going to see, right? Hopefully for January. Now, let's get to the next news real quick, guys. I want to share with you guys what I said a moment ago at the beginning of the live. Heavyweight division, okay? So I know it's probably going to be not going to be music to your ears, but... it's probably not going to be music to your ears as far as the name I'm going to say right now, okay? Dillian Whyte. Please don't leave the live, right? Please don't leave the live. It's boxing news, but it's interesting. This is interesting. I got to tell you guys this, okay? It's the heavyweight division. Let's get to the chat real quick before I continue. Excuse me. Don't got a car, but it sucks walking to the store. It's coming down. Oh, you're walking, bro? Bro, enjoy it. Enjoy the fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the fresh air. Because I got a car and a motorcycle. And the thing here is that sometimes I just like to walk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just using the car all the time. Just depending on how big the city is, though, obviously. I mean, depending on the distance of from where you're walking, D Hodges, enjoy the walk, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's good cardio. You know what I'm saying? You know what I like to do, just to give you guys a quick inside tip. I work out, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? I used to box. I used to train. I used to spar down here in the gym. And generally speaking, I would, heavy lift, do weightlifting, man. I used to be a big weightlifter back in when I was 15, since I was 15 till around the age of 22. And then I would just do calisthenics and things of that nature. I still do work out, but not as intensely, just to stay informed, just keep my conditioning. But, a quick tip, D Hodges, I mean, just use it all for your health. use it all to your benefit, man. Use it as your advantage. Even though maybe you don't have a car right now or whatever, you don't, maybe it's what's going on there. But bro, use it to your advantage. Speed walk, bro. You guys all here in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Those who are tuning in, those who are eventually tuning in or who'll tune in afterwards. Speed walk, man. Wherever you go walking, speed walk. Great cardio, boosts up the heart. I mean, it's really good stuff. You'll feel the burn in your legs. Speed walk, man. Speed fast. And you do it faster. You know what I'm saying? It's as opposed to walking slow, speed walk. Bam, 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 bam. That's what I do, man. I just speed walk. Bam, bam, real quick. When I'm downtown, when I got to do some errands, run some errands, get off my motorcycle and walk distances. I mean, I go fast and I get done quick, man. I do my errands real quick. I'm one of those type of guys, man. Just bam, bam, in and out. Ha, ha, ha. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. So yeah, try to use it to your advantage, bro. Breathe in the fresh air, walk fast, you know what I'm saying? Speed walk, and you're doing cardio at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Rock him up. Lawrence L-Dub says here, went on the road in hostile environment to stop the home time favorite. Oh, okay. And he was down on the cards. Thank you, L-Dub, for telling us all this. And also thank you, L-Dub, man. You're sending me some inside info on IG, Instagram, fresh information. Last night, I saw some of those fights, man. Mini Pac-Man, such a great fight to watch right there, man. Mini Pac-Man, wow, man. I didn't see the end of the fight. I don't know who won. Did Mini Pac-Man win, L-Dub, in that event? Thank you so much for those links, man. You're sending me, what of them, guys? You're sending me those links, L-Dub and IG. I really appreciate you, man. Keep sending them, bro. Keep sending them, man. Wait a second, guys. Drinking water here. So, thanks so much, man. So yeah, good stuff right there, man. So we'll see what Rakim brings against Jojo Diaz, man. We got here. It's a blizzard. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sitting here thinking that you guys got Mexico weather, man. As y'all know, man, I'm in Mexico. We got beautiful, sunny, clear blue skies, man. I love it. Reminds me of Arizona where I grew up. So, I mean, beautiful, clear blue skies. It's nice and cold, but I mean, wow. Yeah. Well, I understand now. If it's a blizzard, you don't want to walk out there in the streets. My bad, man. A condo's in the building. What's going on, family? Man, thank you so much for jumping in, family. We're just talking about some boxing here, and we're going to get to the next point of news right now. So we got here. Thanks so much for jumping in, our condo. All love to you guys, man. So let's see. Yeah. So let's get to White. So here we go. Let's see if White actually offers Luis Ortiz. So here's the thing. Exactly. That's the next news that I want to talk about. So we got here Dillian White. As you guys know, Alexander Povetkin, the fight, like I said, how many fights have been called off? You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing about Jojo Diaz fighting this Rakimov guy and, Teixeira, we'll see if it goes down. Hopefully it's according to sources or whatever they want to call it, according to reports, they're going to fight in February 13th. But now, we see here with Dillian White, that's just another example of how fights are postponed, how fights are just canceled out of nowhere because of this stupid virus and all these other things, whatever. So as we all know, Dillian White and the rematch, it's called off or it's postponed, whatever the situation is there. And so Dillian White wants to be active. Okay. He wants to keep fighting, which that's cool. And he wants to face Ortiz in February. So that's another fight, guys. That's another potential fight we're going to see with the heavyweight division. Isn't that cool? So, and then he wants to do the rematch in April or May against Povetkin. So interesting stuff. Now I got to clarify something. I said time and time again on concerning Dillian White and the whole buildup between Dillian White and Povetkin when they fought the first time. Okay, the only time, obviously. But I talked about one thing I really don't like about Dillian White is just his mouth, whining and pouting. Talking about calling out Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomber, salute, all day respect to the champ. I call him the champ. You know what I'm saying? Great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Power. Y'all already know the story. But whining and pouting about he wants to fight Wilder for years, whining and pouting with Hearn. Oh yeah, for 600 days I haven't gotten my opportunity. Just shush. You know what I'm saying? That I just some certain things about Dillian White that don't rub me the right way. He cheated, pop dirty. I mean, those kind of things I don't appreciate. I definitely don't appreciate that. But it's interesting to see. I mean, I gotta admit, it's interesting to see that he wants to fight Luis Ortiz. And hopefully, just like what L-Dub is saying, We got to understand nowadays, man, we got to understand, we got to face the facts. It's not as easy to make fights sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the fighter that wants to fight another fighter. How much is their promotional company going to offer, or the promoter, whatever, is going to offer the fighter they want to fight? If it's not worth it, then probably the other fighter won't fight. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be called a duck or whatever. And he's avoiding them. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the business of boxing complicates things a lot more. You already know about that. So exactly what L-Dub is saying. We'll see if White offers Luis Ortiz a decent offer. We got to understand that. We understand that Luis Ortiz, I think he's being treated well monetarily. You know what I'm saying? As far as his purses and PBC, I think he is. So I hope Hearn comes with a decent offer with Luis Ortiz. Something tells me at the back of my head, Hearn is not going to offer Luis Ortiz a nice offer. Something tells me, I got to repeat that in the back of my head, that Hearn and White's team, or whoever the heck, right? Those guys, because White is under Hearn, if last I check, if I'm not mistaken, or I don't know, or Frank Warren or something. I think he's under Hearn. Yeah, he's under Hearn. So something tells me in the back of my head that they're going to give a cheap offer to Luis Ortiz, and Luis Ortiz is probably going to decline it. But then again, we got to understand, Luis Ortiz wants to fight. He just wants to fight. So I would love to see Luis Ortiz, King Kong Ortiz, smash White, man, because I like Luis Ortiz's skills. It would be an interesting fight. I'm not saying that Dillian White don't have any skills, but I got to repeat, it rubbed me the wrong way how White cheated, gave him a slap in the wrist, and he's right back. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. And who knows if White's not cheating anymore? Who knows if he's not popping anymore? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that always lingers in the back of my head. Same with Canelo, man. I'm straight. I'm 100 with all fighters. Whatever the race they are, color, yellow, black, gray, blue, green, neon, yellow, I don't know, whatever the heck. I'm 100 with everybody. I don't care at what race they are. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Canelo. I feel the same thing about Canelo. I got a big question mark in my head about these guys. You know what I'm saying? But interestingly, I'm not gonna take away what Dillian White did against Povetkin while they were fighting until he got knocked out. Okay. He got some skills, and I would like to see that against Luis Ortiz. And I would like to see Luis Ortiz bring a beautiful performance against White. Now, who knows how much longer Luis Ortiz is going to be boxing? That's another thing there. He's getting up there in age. So we got here, Andre. I'm excited for Vargas Jr. debut tomorrow. Oh, cool. Okay, Andre. Thank you so much for giving us the inside scoop there, man. Thank you. I want to see that. Definitely. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, Vargas Jr. Cool. I think I heard that the other day. So good stuff right there. We got Soccer Training Club in the building, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for jumping in the building. Thank you so much. We are family, man. Y'all are jumping in. D Hodges continues to stay here. He swelled the other guy's eye. Oh, okay. Cool. So we got here Soccer Training Club saluting everybody. D Hodges continues to stay here. How come he never been suspended yet? Bad gloves and pads. Baby Miller, Ortiz. I know, man. I know. It's just, it is what it is when it comes to sport boxing, man. It's a dirty sport, man. Dirty sport. So, that's the other news I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and, throw it out there. So Dillian White wants to fight Luis Ortiz. Let's hope, just like what L-Dub said, let's hope that, the negotiations, turn out well. And good stuff, man. So Dillian White wants to be active. So, I think this would be a nice fight. Luis Ortiz versus Dillian White would be some good stuff, man. And he wants to go ahead and rematch Povetkin around April and May. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens there. That's the other news I want to talk about. Another news I want to share with you guys, okay, before we continue, let me get here to the chat room. Oh, JC is in the building. Thanks so much, family. Curtis Anderson is also in the building, man. Thanks so much. Curtis Anderson, JC, thank you guys so much for jumping in the building, man. We got the historian in the building. Excuse me. You know what, Curtis? About that, what I told you about, that news I told you about recently, bro. It's all done. It's all being now. Everything's done. The stages, and the report should be out soon, depending on how long the report is. You know what I'm saying? How long they're doing the editing and all that. Everything's done, bro. So expect that soon. I'm definitely going to send you guys it, and I'm going to share this with the community here soon. Something is going to be released, you guys. I want to share this with you guys, the community that jump in, those who are always jumping in with me in my lives. Something is going to be released, guys. I want to share something real fast with you guys. I don't want to get to details yet until it's released. Okay. There's my email. I just want to say that right now, you guys. You guys see in the banner down there, and that's to support me, obviously, PayPal, whatever, right? But my email there, you can go ahead and contact me there, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say this clearly to everybody here. Curtis Anderson just rang the bell right now. He reminded me that. I got something I want to share with you guys, but those who are interested only. I don't want to, I'm not the type of person to bombard people or insist with anybody. You know what I'm saying? But those who are interested, something about me is going to be shared soon. I don't want to give too many details, but go ahead and contact me to my email. You see it right there, Renee.Frausto. 927 at gmail.com. Okay. You can go ahead and contact me there if you're interested about something about me that's going to be released soon in media. Interesting stuff. I don't want to get to too many details, but it's something interesting. Okay. Hopefully it's going to be big. Hopefully it's going to gain traction. All right. I'll just give you a little inside scoop. Like, remember, I went live a few weeks ago, and I got a phone call from Hong Kong. It was during my live session. Actually, I was on the live right now, talking boxing. And it was about this. I got a call from Hong Kong, and it's about a project, something. Okay. If anybody's interested in it, I'll give you the inside scoop via email. You can check my email there. You can send me a message, and I'll give you details, and I'll give you when it's released. I'll share it with you guys. Okay. In a link. Okay. So interesting stuff, guys. So, and it's really impacting. I think it's going to be impacting for many. So yeah. Good stuff, man. Yeah, Kurt. So everything's done, man. So they're just going to be editing and fixing it up. We'll see how long it takes for them to do. So good stuff right there, man. So we got a condo here saying Ortiz KOs White in round 5. Yeah, man. Well, he don't want that smoke. Well, the thing here, a condo, well, he apparently, that's another thing. Interesting, condo, you're saying this. That's another thing we got to understand. Dillian White, he's a blabber. He is a blabber. He blabs away all the time. No Cash App. No, bro, I don't got cash. I got PayPal, man, but unfortunately, I'm not to 1,000 subscribers yet for super chats. That's the objective as far as getting to 1,000. But obviously, my main objective is just talking boxing, chopping up with you guys. But yeah, bro, I have no Cash App. I'm gonna open up one. I guess I gotta open up one, man. I'm gonna open up one. Thank you for telling me, Phil 508. I'm gonna open one up, man. So I guess it's more accessible for other people, but mainly through I got PayPal. But yeah, I'll be opening up. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for telling me that, bro. I'm gonna open that up. I think for a lot of people who want to support, I think it's easier through Cash App. So I'll be opening that up, bro. Thanks for letting me know. I think I'll do that today or tomorrow. I'm gonna do that this week. I should do it this week. Okay. Thank you for telling me, Phil J5. So it could be a little bit more accessible for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who wants to support, you know what I'm saying? But so thanks so much, bro. Thanks so much for telling me that, man. So a condo. The thing here is that it's a good thing that it's interesting you say that because, who really knows? Who really knows if Dillian, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks so much for your support, man. Thanks so much for your support, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for showing the love. It's all for you guys. It's all for the sport of boxing, man. Thanks so much for showing the love, bro, to my PayPal. You don't like PayPal? Okay. It's all good. I want to be accessible to everybody. You know what I'm saying? If anybody wants to support, go ahead and PayPal. But yeah, I'm going to open up a Cash App. Thank you so much, Phil J. Thank you so much again for showing the love, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, man. All day. Really appreciate you guys, man. Thanks so much. So, what Ortiz was saying here is that we got to understand Dillian White, he's a blabber. He likes to run that's something that doesn't rub me the wrong way. He blabs all the time, talking about the fighting the best out there, the top competition in the heavyweight divisions, but he's never done it. So just, that's one thing that has really annoyed me about Dillian White. Crying and complaining, 600 days, I haven't gotten the opportunity. I'm going to lift a lawsuit against WBC, man. Just shush. Just shush and fight, bro. You see, that's one thing that rubbed me the wrong way about Dillian White. And that's true, Okondo. Who knows if he really does want the smoke? Who knows if he's just saying that to get attention to himself just to be relevant? That's you're right. Okondo, you got a point there. It could be he really doesn't want the smoke. And it could be he's just saying, yeah, we want the fight. We want the fight. And then Eddie Hearn lowballs Luis Ortiz. Maybe he'll just come and lowball Luis Ortiz so that Luis Ortiz really doesn't take the fight. And that Dillian White, and that Dillian White can come around and say, you see, he's ducking me. He don't want to fight me. Just shush, man. Just, oh my gosh. So like I said, I repeat, something tells me in the back of my head, that Hearn is going to lowball. I said it earlier, that Hearn is going to lowball Luis Ortiz, and the fight probably won't even happen because I strongly believe that Luis Ortiz, he monetarily he's doing well, man. I think he's doing well in PBC. So people who are used to doing well in PBC, you think that they're going to receive a lowball offer from another promoter? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? They're doing well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I one more time, man, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much, Phil J508 for your love, bro. Definitely, man. Definitely. I appreciate your support. You know what I'm saying? I got plans for this channel. I don't want to bring out too much yet. I got plans for this channel because I got plans, but I'm waiting. I got a small channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting. I'm waiting till we get at least to 1,000, and I'm gonna launch these good things. And it's all for you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's all for you guys. You know, it ain't for me. It's all for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, and for the love of the sport of boxing. So I got plans. So just to give you an idea how many subscribers I have, I don't have it there on the channel, but I'm almost up to 400. I mean, I don't have much at all, you guys. I'm almost up to 400. But I appreciate each and every subscriber. If I had one subscriber, I would appreciate so much that one subscriber. You know what I'm saying? So I'm almost up to 400. I got about 8 more to 400. So, you know, it's a what did AC/DC? I don't listen to that music, but it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, right? We're almost there. It's all good, man. I enjoy the ride. So thanks so much again, Phil J, for showing your support, bro. Thank you so much. We're in boxing undercover in Guadalajara from Hong Kong. Simon. Undercover from Hong Kong. Yeah, send me an email, you guys. I think it's gonna really be impacting for all you guys. You know what I'm saying? What's in the works? What's in the works behind the scenes to share it to the world? Okay, so y'all know what I'm talking about. If you guys just go ahead and contact me an email, and I'm gonna share something with you guys. Okay, it's in the works. Facts 100. Definitely family. Brusco says here we get you 1,000 so you can sing. Like the singing OG. No, I think I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna do something. You know, Lord willing, we get to 1,000, get the super chats, stuff like that. When Lord willing, when I get super chats or whatever, right? I'm gonna do something. I gotta do something my own. You know what I'm saying? I got something original. Super chat. That's what the singing OG does. And then he goes, hi. Oh my gosh, that's funny stuff, right? So that's Dillian White news, man. We'll see if he's really about that business. You know what I'm saying? If he's really about fighting, it's hard. I take it with a grain of salt, though, what that guy is saying. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's talk Canelo versus Smith. Uh-oh. Canelo versus Smith. Now, okay? We're done with talking about... Oh, before we get to that. Happy birthday to you. Whose birthday is it today, ladies and gentlemen? Pacquiao's birthday, man. Go send him a, happy birthday. Go to his Twitter, go to his Instagram, even though he probably ain't going to read it because he has thousands and thousands and thousands of followers on Instagram and Twitter and millions around the world. Or if it's not millions, I don't know how many heck subscribers or whatever you want to call it, followers he has on social media. He probably won't read it, but if you go wish him a happy birthday, man, go wish him a happy birthday. Go wish him a happy birthday, guys. Pacquiao, he's 42 now, man. 42 years old. That's young. Great. That's a young age. He's doing great. You know what I'm saying? But for boxing, I've said it a lot. I said it months ago. For boxing, I don't know. Father time is ticking on Pacquiao. Father time is ticking. 42 years old. Go ahead and wish him a happy birthday. Go ahead and wish him a happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's Pacquiao's birthday. It's also the Pope's birthday. Hey, okay, Francisco, Pope. I want to get to that before we get to the actual, Canelo versus Smith breakdown. I want to break that down in a moment right now. And obviously box talk in general. So it's Pacquiao's birthday and it's the Pope's birthday. Isn't that interesting? And isn't it interesting that WBC wished the Pope a happy birthday? So what's next? I think, Mauricio Sulaiman is going to make a belt for the Pope. He's probably going to make him a happy birthday belt. Yeah, isn't that interesting? He's making belts for everything nowadays, right? Mauricio Sulaiman is making, that's another topic. But, I've been saying it for months. A lot of people have been saying it for months also, for years, I think. You know what I'm saying? Too many belts. WBC, I don't know what the heck's going on with Mauricio. But he's probably going to make a nice happy birthday belt for the Pope. He's probably going to make a nice happy birthday belt for Pacquiao, even though Pacquiao doesn't have anything to do as far as with the champ. He's not. I don't think he has. He doesn't have no WBC belt right now, at least in the welterweight division. So whatever, right? So yeah, happy birthday to Pacquiao. Go ahead and wish him a happy birthday, even though he probably ain't going to read it. But he has people who read that stuff. But yeah, you're laughing because of the singing, right? Yeah, great show yesterday. I don't think I went. Oh yeah, 503. Yeah, 503, definitely, man. Yeah, 503 got them shows popping, man. Definitely, man. Great boxing talk over there. So let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Let's talk about Canelo versus Smith. Here we go. Okay. So as you guys can see, let me just hide this real fast. As you guys can see, you got, this is one of the most, this is something I just saw recently on social media. Oh my gosh, look at the size difference. We gotta, respect Canelo. Look at the size difference. Wow, this is gonna be tough. Now, you cannot say that. I mean, if somebody said something like that and saying that just because of the size difference is going to be just a super war or something like that, and this is going to be just so competitive for Canelo, that's not true, because size doesn't matter as far as height. They're at the same weight, so I mean they're going to fight at a certain division. I mean but when you consider and when you go a little bit deeper, let's just start with this final thoughts, this breakdown on these two fighters. When you go a little bit deeper, you look at their experience, you look at the fighters they have fought. This is not going to be too competitive, you guys. That's just kind of what I want to say. Oh, you got your 1,000, bro? You got your 1,000? Heck yeah, bro. Awesome. 503 got his 1,000 subscribers. I was talking about it earlier. I wasn't sure if he got it, but the last I checked, it was a couple days ago, or I think it was yesterday. I don't remember. I think it was like 993 or something like that. So awesome. He got his 1,000, bro. Awesome. Congrats, 503. 503, congratulations for your 1,000. Awesome stuff right there, man. Good stuff. Y'all already know. Go and support 503. Awesome stuff, man. Congratulations to my guy. Awesome, 503. Brusco says here, if Manny doesn't fight Spence, we put him in a dark room with wow, man. So what I was saying here, that saying just because Callum Smith is towering over Canelo doesn't mean it's going to be a tough fight. It doesn't mean that, Callum Smith, I mean, you got to look at the trajectory of these guys. Look at the opponents that Callum Smith has fought. He doesn't nearly have the experience that Canelo does. Now, I got to put this aside. I got to disclaim this, or whatever we want to call it, right? I got to say this, that, Canelo, I'm going to put aside the suspect stuff about Canelo. I'm just going to see what I'm going to see in the ring, okay? That's what I want to see and want to talk about this concerning this fight. That's all I want to talk about in this session. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the trajectory of Canelo. Everybody knows the suspect stuff about Canelo, right? Everybody knows that, okay? I mean, y'all know. And I got that question mark over my head. I'm always going to have it over my head about Canelo. Is he still popping with that clenbuterol stuff because WBC is permitting a certain amount of it? That's what that doesn't rub me the right way about Canelo. Just like I said about Dillian White. Just like I said about other fighters. Whatever, right? I just want to focus on what's in the ring, okay? So y'all know the trajectory. But what I'm talking about here is that Canelo, obviously, everybody knows, is way more seasoned, has a lot more fights. I see this as a lopsided matchup, you guys. This is a lopsided matchup. Canelo, man, I mean, you already know he can fight on the inside. This is what's going to happen. Most likely, at least. I understand anything can happen in the sport of boxing. Anything can happen. Everybody knows that. Canelo Smith can do something interesting and, give Canelo a challenge. There's going to be a challenge to a certain extent. But as I said, with the Bud Crawford versus Kell Brook fight build-up in my final thoughts video, I was saying that, it's not going to be as competitive as many are saying. It's not going to be as competitive as many are saying. Callum Smith versus Canelo is not going to be competitive as many are saying, in my humble opinion. Canelo's going to punish the body. We already know the story. Canelo's going to go and punish the body, and I'm going to give an aftermath. Lordy willing, I plan on giving an aftermath, going on live, giving an aftermath session, talking about what's next for Canelo. Not too much on a post-fight reaction, because unless Smith really brings a war against Canelo, maybe I'll do it. But I want to give more of an aftermath after the fight. What's next for Canelo after this fight? So what I see happening in this fight between Callum Smith and Canelo is, everybody knows it. A lot of people that know the sport of boxing knows it. Everybody knows when it comes to the styles, what's going to happen. What's most likely going to happen? It's going to be Canelo's going to be going punishing to the body. Callum Smith, man, I mean, I've said it before, when he fought Ryder, when he fought Groves, Callum Smith, his style is when he gets attacked, He uses jab. He's all right with the jab, but he doesn't throw too much combos on the inside. When he gets attacked, he curls up, puts his guard up. That's perfect for Canelo to go around the guard and just punish the body. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So he's just going to have his guard up, and Canelo is going to. And when Smith goes against the ropes, at least when he fought Ryder and Groves, when Kalen Smith goes against the ropes, he kind of curls up and he doesn't know how to fight off the ropes. You know what I'm saying? So that's perfect. That's a perfect recipe for Canelo to go in, punish the body. He's going to just punish the body round after round. Not much the face possibly, but he probably will, like he did with Kovalev, I guess, when Kovalev, quote unquote, went down. I'm not going to get into that. But that's what's going to happen. And just like what Bruce Goes is saying right here, man, just like what Bruce Goes is saying, Canelo folds him like a cheap card table. Exactly. Take KO. I think Canelo's going to take KO, or Caleb Smith. Well, it's the same thing, but he's gonna take a knee, or maybe it's gonna be a KO. He's gonna take the knee, kind of like what Fielding did. Okay, kind of like what Fielding did. That's kind of how I see the fight playing out. I don't think that this is the top-notch opponent. Sorry, that Canelo can. It's not going to give him a real challenge, man. This is just perfect recipe. The size difference is perfect. Because Canelo, when you can see them face to face, Canelo's just staring at his chest. That's perfect for Canelo, man. Perfect barbecue sauce right there for Canelo. That's what's going to happen. So, and like I said, man, I want to focus more, Lord willing, after the fight. Yeah, exactly, Kurt. After the fight, I want to talk about what's next for Canelo. What's possibly next for Canelo? I think we can all forget a Spence and Canelo fight. That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's just awkward. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that a Spence versus Canelo fight's ever going to happen. And I understand why did Canelo talk about Spence? Why did he talk about Spence the other day? I don't know, man. I think it was yesterday. I don't know. But why did he do that? I mean, why don't you talk about Charlos, or why don't you talk about, I don't know, man. It's kind of suspect there, but whatever, right? Canelo's going to take this guy out fairly well, and it is what it is. That's just my final thoughts on it. There's really not too much to talk about this fight because it's really predictable. And, we want to see fights that are not really predictable. Okay. We want to see fights. In my personal opinion, I want to see fights that are really challenging and really competitive, top notch versus top notch, high caliber fighters versus high caliber fighters, where you say, oh, I don't know what the heck's going to happen. That's what I want to see. This is not one of those fights. I'm just saying what it is, man. Being straight up, in my humble opinion, this is not what it is. Canelo in 8. I think I got Canelo in 6, man. 6 rounds. 6-round knockout or TKO. The ref is going to wave his arms in the air. It's over. Good night, Caleb Smith. On to the next one. Easy work. That's what it is. So, I just wanted to conclude this session, man. Don't want to go too long, you know what I'm saying? I just want to conclude this session with that. Easy work for Canelo, and on to the next. Okay? Because I reiterate, in my personal opinion, this is not too competitive for Canelo. Well, I said Spence. For Canelo. So it is what it is, man. Just another matchup for easy work for Canelo, man. I mean, it's facts. At least in my humble opinion, I think it's facts. And we'll see if it's facts come Saturday night. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Chris Anderson says Canelo in 8. Bruce Ghost says Canelo folds him like a cheap. Yeah, in 8. Wow, you guys are right on. You guys are pretty similar there in your predictions. I think that Canelo's going to take out Smith in around 6. Round 6, 7 latest. So yeah, that's what I see, ladies and gentlemen. I got to get going. I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Don't want to make this live too long, right? So again, man, once again, I just want to give that special shout out here let me go to this chat. Whoa. To Phil J, man. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Thank you. Send that PayPal. And I got to do the Cash App. I got to set that up. I don't know how to set it up, but I'll set it up. I'll find out. I'm sure it's pretty easy. So everything's easy nowadays in these platforms. So yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and open that up so I can make it more accessible to everybody else who wants to support. You know what I'm saying? So as of now, I got PayPal. So, but yeah, thank you so much again, Phil. Even though you don't like PayPal and you support it, bro, I really appreciate you. Blessings to you, and blessings to everybody here in the chat. Everybody who supports, with your likes, everybody who supports with your sharing, with just tuning in and collaborating. Man, I appreciate each and every one of you. Got to get going. Stay safe, and we'll see what comes on. You know what I'm saying? What goes on in fight night with the fights that are going to go on, and good stuff, man. So stay safe, each and every one of you. You already know I'm going to be pushing out content in my channel, you know what I'm saying? Videos and things of that nature. So it's all good. Stay safe. Peace out, fam. I got to get going, man. Stay safe, everybody. Oh, let me get. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get to a condo, man. I just saw it. I got to get to a condo. I got to get to these chat. I got to get it. Smith is Canelo's mint work. Exactly. Easy work, facts. Which is why this fight makes. Yeah, I know, man. I know. It's just. That's why I didn't really make much time talking about this fight. I mean, it was towards the end. Just a couple minutes and whatever, right? My fight makes no sense when you got Charlo. Exactly. So we'll see what it is, man. D Hodger, thanks so much, family. So I got to get going, man. Thanks so much. And I conclude with that. Exactly, man. You're right on, Kondo. So yeah, it's all good. Respect to the fighters, but it is what it is, man. D Hodger, thanks so much, everybody, for jumping in. Got to get going, man. Renee Box.